Hey everyone, how's it going today? Hope you guys are doing well because we are here with some space exploration and Krastorio 2. Excuse me. And as you can see, we are out here in this giant place. I've marked out all the different resources that we're going to care about. So we got huge patches of Naquitite all over the place. And this is going to become a decently sized base, I think, eventually, doing a lot of Naquitite mining because I know I mentioned this before, but I think that the Naquitite is actually we're going to need a lot of it. And I think it does have like a decently long, yeah, it has a mining time 1000%. So that means mining one Naquitite takes 10 times longer than just a normal iron or copper ore. So in order to produce a lot of it, you have to have, let's say, 10 times more miners to produce the exact same amount of ore, and we're going to need a lot of ore. So I landed us out here, though, because it might seem a little weird. We're a ways away from all of these other Naquitite patches, but we have our water ice here, so we're going to set up our power out here, and I figured that we might as well just set it up close to this Naquitite, and then we can have our first ship come in here for now, but we're going to have multiple ships going because it is a half-hour trip. So a quick tip on the space travel is you can, and it even says this inside Informatron over here about, not that, where is it? It said it's, oh, long haul activities, yeah. You can do a lot in satellite mode, basically. So on your way out here, or on my way out here, what I did was I just spent the whole time in satellite mode controlling other parts of my base and doing different things that needed to be done from there and having the bots do it all. So that is a very valid option, but because the travel time is a half hour, you're definitely going to need multiple copies of your ship because you're going to run out of 2 storage worth of Naquitite before your ship can go here and back again, which is going to be over an hour's round trip, right? So you're going to need probably 3-4 ships, maybe even more, potentially, doing round trips to get Naquitite. And we'll see how that works in practice. I'm also thinking that I think it's a similar thing for arcospheres, that you have to have ships traveling to collect arcospheres. We'll learn more about it when we get to that, but you're going to need more ships than just one doing it, basically. Also, one other quick note is that when you're inside the ship, it actually does not use your life support, and when you're outside the ship, it does. So just take note of that because that can be important if you're low on life support, that you can just jump back in your ship and you should be fine. Now, we've got our Naquitite here. What I'm going to do is I am going to drop off these guys that we don't need. Actually, I do want to keep these clamps. Is there anything else I want to drop off for now? We can just get rid of this stuff so that I have a little bit more space in my inventory. Cool. So, how do we want to do this? I guess our first step is to set up power. Now, as you can see, I'm transmitting power here, or the energy beam here, since I can. I think we are going to set up our power in Calidus orbit to help power this because I think we're going to need probably 3 or 4 of these energy beam receivers for different ships and different things like that, and I think it's going to be worth it to do that. So let's get started by actually making power here. Now to do that, I do have this energy beam receiver. I also have these guys and these guys. I don't think I'll need all of these. I'm going to take all those, I'm going to take all these, all these, all these. I just realized I brought, oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I brought space train battery pack charging stations and no batteries. So our trains literally aren't going to work right now. Wow. That's dumb. That is dumb. I have these guys, but I don't have any fuel for them, and I only have 10 rocket fuel to fly around, so we're gonna have to be a little careful here. Dude, what am I doing? Why did I do that? So before I do this, I'm gonna request like 100 rocket fuel. I'm also gonna request some battery packs. I guess is it? Train, what are they called? Here they are. Power packs, okay. We're gonna request some charged power packs. I'm gonna request, I don't know. I guess we can request the discharged ones. Yeah. Oh, they stack in different numbers too. Yeah, let's request 240 of these. And hopefully we can do that. So we'll have, basically, I will need to set up more stuff out here. I should have brought bots as well, so let's request those before I forget. Yikes. So I've definitely made some mistakes here, but I think we'll have enough to get at least a little bit done. A little bit. Now, where is this? Yeah, so the other reason I really put us out here is for this water ice, so that we can use this for our power, basically, for creating steam. So that's really why I picked to be out here. So we've got, I think, our guy here. We've got these guys. I also, I should have another one of those. Oh, I do, yeah, okay. Okay, whew! And I've got a bunch of that stuff, which I will use at some point. And I'll grab all the space platform scaffold that I possibly can. And then we're gonna fly. Ooh. I gotta be careful about this, because I do not want to end up in a situation where I cannot jetpack around. So we're gonna walk as much as we can, because I was dumb and just didn't think of it for some reason. We're gonna walk over here. We're gonna build a little bridge. We should have plenty of platform, so I'm not too worried about using a lot of it. Now, one other thing I did notice is that this requires 2 sulfuric acid per mining operation, so we are gonna need to deal with barrels somehow, because that's the only way to really get sulfuric acid out here is via shooting barrels, basically. We could transport the barrels, but I don't think that that's really viable, honestly. It feels like that would just take up too much room and you wouldn't get enough and it wouldn't be worth it. And you're gonna run out and balancing and all the things, basically, right? So I think we have to shoot them out here, but the problem with that is that we need to transport the barrels back. So, and I didn't bring a recycling facility, which I also should add to that request before I forget. So let's add a recycling facility here. Actually, I might even just need to make one of those, because I don't know that I have any. When we get back, I don't know that I have any in our network. I might. I also might not. That one's not really worth it, is it? Is this worth it? Yes, for sure. Yes, both of those are worth it. Cool. Okay, so that's a good start. And I don't know that this is the case, right? But oh, yikes. I desperately hope that, yeah, there we go. I desperately hope that Naquitite stacks in 50s. Because if it doesn't, it's going to be painful getting it back to Novice, because we're going to make this whole trip and it's going to be for not very much Naquitite. But I'm not shipping stuff out here to do Naquitite process. Oh, you know what I just thought of? Why we could ship... I was just thinking, why would we ship barrels of sulfuric acid out here when we literally could just bring a tank full of sulfuric acid? That is a thought. That is a thought. I may, on my next trip out here, bring sulfuric acid. Because that seems way easier than you don't have to deal with barrels, right? So we'll set up dealing with barrels for now, because we kind of have to, so that we can at least get some Naquitite on our way back. But I think in the future, it's actually better to just use a tank on our ship. And why did I not even think of that? That, for whatever reason, that thought did not cross my mind. Did not cross my mind once. Nice, Andrew. Nice. Okay, that's not worth it. What about this guy? That could be worth it. 36,000. That's That's decent. And then what about this guy? This is, yeah, 189,000, yep. 6.2 thousand, probably not worth that one. That's fine. So let's put this down here. And here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just jetpack right over here. This is gonna be our little bit of time using a jetpack. Again, we're trying to avoid that as much as possible. Let's put down a little bit of platform around this hatch. And then, ooh, this is more Naquitite here. How much is here? Can I, 500,000. I probably won't mine that out right this second. But okay. So let's put, how do I want to do this? Let's set up the power part first. That way I can start generating the power and then we'll go from there, right? So let's head back to Novice orbit. Oops, orbit. We've got that one working. I do need this one to work now. So we're just gonna power it. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, so this takes a lot of power. This is 5 gigawatts from just this one thing, which means that this is gonna be 10 gigawatts total between the two of these. That's a lot. And after I was looking around last time, I realized these two things right here, these two little blocks make 500 megawatts, okay? And in Novice orbit, I have this whole huge section. It's producing 20 gigawatts. So I think that the power production is kind of off. Think about it. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1 gigawatt in Calidus orbit, right? And I have how many of those? I think I've got to have, I got to have a lot up there, basically, is what I'm saying. And I think that Calidus orbit would be way better for that. Now let's do this. We can switch this to be black mirror. And we'll pick this guy right here. Go back. Switch this to energize. And we should be at, yeah, look at that, 11 gigawatts just from those two things. So I think I'm going to move these to Calidus orbit, which I'll probably do off camera. I don't think we need to necessarily show that. I mean, I'll probably just, maybe I can do a time lapse of it. Might be interesting. So here we go. We've got 1, 2 of these guys. And then I've got 1, let's do this. 1, 2 of those. Oh, let's actually do, I want symmetrical if I can help it. Okay, he's got water, right? And then we're gonna, now let's see this. This can output, how much? It can output 300 water or 100 steam per second, 102 steam per second. This can consume 66, yeah, so it's 2 of these per thing, right? How should I do this? I guess like that. Yeah, and then we'll connect the water up here. There we go. Okay, there's the water. Why is that not symmetrical? Why is there an extra pipe there? Oh, because this is not in the middle. That's why. There we go. I don't like that. I'm not going to do that. I still don't like it. But it is what it is. Okay. And then we do need to put one of these guys down here, which is going to be for the water ice. We need to put one of these down to power everything. We need to connect these up. Oops. Let's pick that up. Now let's move this a little bit further out here. Okay. We need to have a tank here. There we go. And we need to have a pump going into the tank, which is obviously going to limit the amount of water going in, just like we did on our ship last episode. So we'll say water's less than 1,000, and that'll work when we're done. This is heating up still. We're still not... I think it takes about 10 minutes to get to the necessary heat, so that's going to be a moment. And we're going to have to use this power here to jumpstart that, which is fine. In the meantime, we can finish hooking that up. This, we can then work on getting set up with the water ice over here. I don't think we need to do anything too crazy for the moment. This is 1,000,000 water ice, which is... what's that? 100 million water, which is a decent amount of water. We'll have to keep an eye on it. We don't want to run out, but I don't think that that's going to happen for a while. Let's put this down here. There we go. I just want to make sure that I get a decent line up here. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh, and our long saves. Our saves are taking an incredibly long time right now. We're getting lots of ores from these rocks out here, huh? Or asteroids, I guess they are called out here. Okay, we're just gonna do one belt, I think, at the moment. I don't think we need much more than that. I don't want to use too much belt, because I still need to get all of my ores input, right? So we're not gonna go crazy. Now let's do this. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go this direction. We're just gonna jump right across here. And these guys, if you didn't know, these can sit on empty space, so we don't need to worry about anything too crazy with these. We don't need to worry about putting a platform down or anything like that. There we go. And then I would like to hook these up. Oh, we've got a fourth one here, technically. There, that's fine, I guess. Let's actually quickly do this. Okay, then we can balance them really quickly. To do, how does this go again? It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is just your classic 4-lane balancer. There we go. So we balance the lanes, and then I really should not have done this on a diagonal, huh? Let's go down to 6, and then we can just go this way. I like having a little bit extra room on the sides. It just makes it feel nice. And then we're gonna go down here, and then I wanna basically have a nice straight shot over. Actually, we're gonna have to like set up a bunch of platform here, because we're gonna have to do some balancing to be able to get it to go into both chests for now. No! Let's pick this up so it looks nice. I want things to look decent. I've never been a huge it has to look perfect kind of guy, but you know what? It looks nice if it's done nicely, you know? Would you believe that? It looks nice if it's done nicely. Wow. These are difficult things to comprehend, I know. Hello, let's get out here. And then we can run our belts down. I'm gonna definitely need to grab the rest of those belts though. Shall we start some more research? I would like to... That's 32,000, this is 16,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, let's do this one. Let's do mining productivity. Let's continue that. Now, I'm gonna have to flip-flop these because these are going in over here, and obviously I'm gonna have stuff coming in this way now, which is fine. I think what we'll do is we'll cut this, and we'll cut this. We'll paste that, and we'll just switch them around and do that. Seems to work for me. Now this part here is gonna get awkward. I think I'm just gonna have to delete these for the moment. Does that work? I don't think so. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, yikes. That one does not really fit with this guy, huh? Man, these are super awkward. Okay, I think all of those are technically off of this platform, which is good. We do need to hook... These are like all... Wait, they all need to be flowing this direction, right? Wrong way for all of these. They all need to be flowing in. Okay, I think they're all flowing the correct way now. And that needs to be going in as well. And then we can... Oh, wait. There we go. Then we can fill in some walls over here. And I don't know. Nothing fits in here. Nothing fits. I do need to put these walls down though so that we don't have any awkward issues. Now we're gonna have to do the same thing over there basically as well, but should be fine. I think this is still technically a ship. Yes, we're still doing all right. Now we need to do some balancing. We need to do... How do I do this? If I go in here, how many belts do I have? 12, I think. So we need to do 4 to 12. I don't know if there is such thing, but we can do, holy moly, 12 to 12. 12 to 4, but no 4 to 12, I don't think. 4 to 8. We can do a 4 to... We can do a 2 to 6, actually, because we already balanced it, right? So then we can do a 2 to 6. So this is the one we need. Okay, so here's, I think, how we do this. We take the 2 to 6. Say, can I just create a copy of this? There we go. Just gonna put this here, I guess. We're gonna go here. We're gonna... Can I... Shoot. I need to do this, I guess. Can I don't know if I can switch it to... From blue belt to... Yeah, you can't. Shoot! That's unfortunate. Okay. So, we're gonna delete this. And I guess we're just gonna have to copy it. So it goes... Ugh, hold up, let's grab some belts really quick. So let's grab alt belt. And our balancers, there we go. Okay, let's not use too much rocket fuel, but I think we can afford to fly down there. And then let's go like this. And then we're gonna copy. And we're gonna just run down this way. It's obviously way faster doing this. Okay. Then over here, what we're gonna do, this, we're gonna, no. We want to create a copy of this, go up, put it here. That way we can just take a look at it, right? And we may need a little bit of extra room, but it goes it goes like this. So it goes, let's do it here, I guess. 3, 4, like this, and then I had 2 in the middle, and then that went into these 2 like this, right? And then these guys turned out like this, Obviously, I don't think it really matters, but we do kind of want them evenly distributed. Goes out to one of these guys facing like this. Let's just cut this really quickly, move it one further. Like this. One of these goes here. The other one, I think, loops back around like that. Yep. And I think you do that on both sides, and that's it. Nice. That's easy enough. This one loops back around. There we go. Let me do 2 of these guys. Side by side. Ooh, shall we? Shall we make this nice? Let's do it. And we have these 2 guys come right in here. And these last 2 come in right over here. There we go. And then we've got our 6 belts. And in fact, it's actually going to be much more cost effective to do this. Move these guys all the way up here, like so. Now, does this actually line up correctly? That goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. I think we're going to be off by 1, then this one's got to come, or off by 2, I guess. There we go. Okay. And then we just do this all the way down here. And obviously that saves us a ton of belts. Okay, now the last bit that we need to do is we just need to jumpstart the power, which we can do like so, just by running these guys out here and connecting them up, and that should jumpstart our power. Oh, one last thing we do need to do really quickly. Okay, that does at least jumpstart the ice. So the ice is flowing now. This thing is not very warm yet. We'll have to wait on that. But we do need to grab... We have to deal with those barrels right now, don't we? Okay, we're going to put down a delivery cannon chest here. And we're going to put one of these guys down. Actually, let's do it. Let's do this guy first. This is going to be for emptying sulfuric acid barrels. Emptying sulfuric acid barrel. Okay. And then these guys can just go like this. They're all connected, so we can just keep doing this, and it actually gets it from one to the other, which is pretty nice. Okay. And then we need to do our chest right about here, and then this, and then we need to do out for empty barrels, which I will run down the ways here for now. Anyways. And actually, we're just gonna have to transport them in those containers at the moment. So let's head back over to Novice really quickly. We're going to copy... how are we gonna do this? Is there a sulfuric acid barrel one that I can copy? Yes, right here. So we're gonna copy this. Paste it down here, grab one of these, paste it down here. Oh my god, do I not have? Oh, I do. Thank god I put that in my requests so that I never forgot one again, because I think I'd forgotten them before, and it's just never fun, right? So let's see, this is gonna be Black Mirror to Novice. Okay. We'll head back over to Novice. This is going to be the same, Black Mirror to Novice. Yikes, sorry about the sound. Then we're going to connect this guy up to here. This is going to say, yep, this, we need to go to, oops, this. I can't do things. Stop. Do not launch, please. This is going to black. You can't launch them. Oh no! That means I have to go all the way back to get sulfuric acid. No, dude. I have to go all the way back to get a tank of sulfuric acid. Okay, well, don't make my mistake then. Because I'm about to spend an hour going there and back again. That is, I'm not gonna lie, pretty infuriating. Yeah, that's pretty infuriating. So don't do that. There's literally nothing I can do. I don't have any sulfuric acid here and no way to get it here. I literally have to fly back. That is insane. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be... we're gonna have to plop a tank down somewhere on this ship. Which, I suppose... Can't really fit there, can it? Dude, where can we even fit... Where can we fit a tank on this ship? I legitimately do not know how I can fit a tank on here. Okay, so we can do this. So that we can at least put a tank here, right? Also, let's get underway because I am not about to stay here any longer than I need to. Novice, orbit. Okay. Don't think there's anything else I need to do out here because I literally can't do anything. So we're just gonna launch. And get underway. Okay, so we can design this. I think I just need to move this guy. Yep. That's gonna have to work. Oh my god, that is... Woo! That's infuriating. Alright, well, I guess I will be back in a bit after I make this long and arduous journey to Novice and back, just to get some Naquitite, or some sulfuric acid to be able to mine that Naquitite. So, you can't use delivery cannons outside your orbit. Who would have known? Not me, clearly. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, we are back here in Novice orbit. We made it safely. I've had some issues. I'm going to need to look at some different things around the system before I head back. There's just been a lot of weird things going on with some of my different bases that I'm just going to take a quick look at. But I did add 3 different tanks that somehow fit in here. And we are going to try and get them filled with some sulfuric acid. Now, the easiest way to do this is definitely not using barrels. Definitely not using barrels. I think the easiest way is going to be by utilizing our handy dandy little contraption that we have ready over here, which of course is the space elevator. So I think I'm going to try it out. Should be fun. So here's how we're going to do it. We are going to hook up our rail right here. How does this hook up? Let's just look right here really quickly. So that looks like it's hooked up. Okay, we're just gonna get that all the way out here. And then I think that's how we're gonna do this. Ugh, this is not behaving very nicely. Oh, for some reason I thought it cycled through. There we go. So let's do that. And we are going to signal this properly. Now, this is going into this. Okay, so we need to make sure that we signal that properly. This comes in here. This comes in here. We need to make sure that we have chain signal here. chain signal here. Regular signal, not here. 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 There, that looks good. And then of course we do need to have our rail out as well. So let's do that. And this rail is gonna go like so, I suppose. And this is going, let's see, this is going this way. Oh wait, we're not gonna connect that, just kidding. It's gonna connect like this, going this way, and like this, going this way. And then we'll have a chain signal here, regular signal there, regular signal there, chain signal here. Chain signal here. Yeah. Okay, so that is hooked up then. And for our sulfuric acid train, I guess we're just gonna have, I think I'm just gonna build a nice little station right now. What I'm very interested to see is if I click on this and I go add station, does it show? Does not show. Oh, it does show down to novice. Interesting. As an option. I don't know how that works. Well, we're about to find out how it works. So if I do this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a station very similar to this one, except it's not going to be this one, right? It's gonna be for sulfuric acid. Let's fill this in a little bit. I need to fill it in a bit more, actually. I can't press buttons, which is fine. Okay, there we go. That's that. Let's get rid of that. Let's put our station back now. Station back here. This is going to be sulfuric acid drop. Why can I not see sulfuric acid here? There it is. I was just apparently blind. Drop. Okay. Now we pick this up because we don't need that there. And if this guy, do that, do this, and we'll say set train limit. There we go. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a requester, or we're gonna just, I guess, copy this. Yeah, just copy this. A little bit easier. Okay. And then I've been trying to figure out if I want to have regular trains come to orbit or space trains go down, and I feel like space trains going down is just cooler. So we're gonna do that. You gotta have a coolness factor, right? So then these guys, how that's gonna work is we are gonna put some platforming down right back here, and also over here, and also over here. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of room for this whole contraption, doesn't it? Let's switch that out. There we go. And then this guy, classic, I just barely missed it, is gonna need to go a little closer. We don't want to get it too close. Can that reach? That can reach, nice. And then we want to do something like these. go. Do that. Then we'll do this right here. Oops. We want to make sure that it reaches. Nice. I planned that distance perfectly. And then here, yep, classic off by 1 again. We just need to come 1 closer. This is gonna come right here. Okay. I think we're good then. Then we just need this guy here, and there we go. So that is gonna be all of that setup. Now this guy is gonna be doing our down to novice. So it's gonna go novice drop, or it's gonna go drop, it's gonna say empty, then it's gonna say down to novice. Oh, there's a condition here, huh? Empty cargo. And then I don't know what happens after that. So we're gonna test it out. Okay, so we're gonna say, hold up. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run over here really quickly. I've got a bunch of rail in my inventory. Okay. So we're gonna, what we can do is actually, this is so nice. You can just click ride and end up down on the surface and vice versa. So nice. Now we're gonna put up some regular rail down here, right? And let's do this. Oh, I guess actually it shouldn't be that. It should be not this. It should be entrance, exit, exit. Yikes. Okay. That kind of fits, right? Okay, so let's run over here. Let's build that really quickly. I have no idea what kind of throughput this gets either. So it could get really crappy throughput, and I really have no idea. Okay, we just need to back it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. I think that that is good. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna go back to orbit. Okay, we're gonna say go down to novice. And then I don't know how you set up a train schedule with the things down here, right? Okay, guys, I think I figured it out. So if we look at this and we look at why can I not do this? If I look at novice down, stop it. I just saw this a second ago. Why am I going crazy? There's this, there's novice down. There should be a novice up. Look, you can like see a train in there. Okay, here's the train. I think, yeah, here's the train. Okay, so you do novice down. The problem is I was using these stations here. You gotta actually use these stations over here with the station picker, because basically there's no such thing as a multi-surface train. So space exploration has to copy the train over. So I think that we can just do it with the original train I was using, and it might just work. So we do drop. We're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do a pickup 2, because we're gonna have to make a new pickup place for it. So let's actually go do that, okay? really quickly. So we're down here, right? Let's do a pickup 2 because we need a place for us to guarantee that this train has a place to go. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, what do I do, right? It's just gonna be confused. So we're just gonna do this. We can get rid of all this stuff now, finally. Where should we place our pickup 2? That is the question, isn't it? There's not a lot of great places, are there? I'm just trying to think where there is sulfuric acid kind of near. Oh, we could totally do it right here, actually. Let's do it right here. Okay. So, I don't know what's going on with these signals, but that just needs to be switched to there. Then let's do a train stop here. This is going to be sulfuric acid pickup 2. Or actually, let's not do 2. Space. Basically, there's a space one. Okay? And it's going to go into the train. Into the train. The train. Okay. And then we've got sulfuric acid right over here. Trying to figure out where I can... Oh, we can do right here. Nice. Nice. That works for me. Perfect. Okay. So let's try this again. Go back to orbit. Come here. Click this train. We click pick up space. We do full cargo. Okay. Then we do novice. Oh, nope. We do novice up. We do time passed. 0 seconds. I think we got to do empty cargo inventory. And yeah, it's a bit confusing, right? Now, is this going to work? Like, is this going to show up down here? So there are no trains. Universe. Let's go here again. Not this. We want to click on this train. We want to go down. I can't switch it. I think it's like stuck. I'm just trying to like do some troubleshooting in my head. Like I'm trying to think like, is there some issue with this? No. We should definitely have train. We should definitely be able to, right? This is a bit confusing. It's not exactly clear what you're supposed to do, and maybe I should read what's in Informatron about space elevators. Hey, okay, I see the train. I see the train. What the frig? So I think what happened is that it looks like maybe the stations and stuff didn't get copied exactly correctly. So we want to do pick up space, full cargo, novice up. I can't do that yet because we need to connect it. So we need an entrance here. And the where can we do that? Anywhere? Here, that works. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. I feel like there's a train here that... Oh, there's the train. There's the train. Pick up space. We want to do full cargo, and then we want to do novice up. Do add station. Nope, it's not letting me do that. Novice up. Time passed. 0 seconds. So can I go pick up space? Oh, check it out. It does work for the... It does work. Okay, this might be working. I might have actually gotten it to work. I didn't realize that I needed to do like the stations slightly differently. And it looks like some of these signals in here are majorly broken because there's way too much stuff going on in here. Okay, sorry. Anyways, if we go back up to novice orbit. Hey, check it out. Dude, we got a train. Let's go. Dude, it worked. And then this thing should come over here. Park, yes. Drop, yes. Now the tough part is going to be keeping it up in space, right? When the amount of sulfuric acid... I'm going to think about that, because basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to somehow make it stay down on novice at the location that it's picking up sulfuric acid when there's no room for us to accept sulfuric acid up here, right? It might just be... I'm not going to really deal with it at this exact moment because we really don't need to. Oh, dude, check it out. Yeah, destination full. Interesting. Yeah, so it gets stuck right here because the destination is technically full. So that makes sense, though. At least I'm understanding what's going on. So it stopped there at that station, right? Because this one has 14,000 sulfuric acid. So if we do, let's say 15,000, right? It's going to change this. That's going to activate the train again. We should see the train here appear here momentarily from the surface with all that sulfuric acid. And then I just really need to figure out how to get it to stay there down on novice, which I suppose we can do next time. But basically now I should be good to ride all the way back out to the asteroid field. Yeah, there it goes again. Dude, that's so awesome. Let me go back to novice. We should see it come out here. There it goes to pick up its load for space. And that thing is so fast. That is insanely awesome. I love it. I love it. I love everything about it. Let's also turn it off for the moment. Just keep it here. We don't need to get it stuck. And that way we'll deal with it later. But we kind of have it figured out. We kind of do. And that's how we're going to do it. We're going to start using that space elevator more, which is awesome. I'm super pumped about that. I'm glad we got it to work. Sorry about the confusion there. Yeah, so basically just use that thing, the panel on the left side, to be able to pick your stations, because that'll show you all the possible stations rather than the main picker, because there aren't multi-surface, so it doesn't know how to detect what stations are part of the rail system technically with the elevator in the middle, right? So you just got to use that panel off to the left. Really, really, really cool stuff. So we're going to fly back out there after I do a little bit of cleanup around the base, like I mentioned, and then we're going to mine out some Naquitite, and that's going to be the episode. I'll see you there. All right, everyone, we're back here, and I'm hoping that we can get through this pretty quickly. So we've got our platform, we've got all of our sulfuric acid now. Let's work on getting all the sulfuric acid hooked up to each other. So we gotta route, we gotta route this around the back here, and I think we can do that. Nice. Okay, there's another one, and then we can route this around the side this way. Obviously I don't have to, I can actually go smaller on that, really. And we can do that. And we've got all of that sulfuric acid now. And let's straighten that out, shall we? Okay, We've got all of our sulfuric acid. The one problem with the sulfuric acid, I will say, is that I don't think these 3 tanks provide enough sulfuric acid to fill this up. Probably. Probably, anyways. We'll see. So let's put a pump right here. And then we're just gonna run this along the outside track all the way over there. And then we're just gonna wait. I mean, that's pretty much all it's gonna be. And we may be able to pick up some Naquitite just to see how much it stacks in. I'm really curious how much it stacks in. So this is not working. Let's put another one of these right here. And basically this thing is gonna power everything right now because this is hot enough. 9100 degrees still. And let's see, we should have our first Naquitite coming out. Dude, check it out, our first Naquitite ever. Now let's see how much it stacks in. I'm really curious to see. It stacks in 10s, it's even worse than I feared. Okay, I think it will have enough sulfuric acid to fill up those 2 storage warehouses because stacking in 10s is so bad. Oh my god. Now, do I want to speed this up? We could speed it up with an wide area beacon, I suppose. Let's see, this hits... I mean, this hits a huge portion of them. And we can always... We could productivity these middle ones. Like these ones that are going to produce multiple millions. That way we really preserve how much we can expect. 1.7, 1.8, 1.3. I mean, these I don't think we can do, otherwise they'll never finish. But the rest of these, I think we could. There we go. Sweet! So that is Naquitite. Now let's see how we're doing filling up over here. Looks like... Just had that flip the wrong way. I think we're gonna run out of space very quickly. I mean, these are still pretty large, but the fact that we have to have such a long trip out here for Naquitite to stack in 10s is pretty nuts. That said though, what I am working on is back on Novice, in Novice orbit. I'm actually setting up another one of these ships to start the trek out there as we're coming back. That way we can kind of, you know, set it up where we have a nice cadence of sending ships out and bringing them back. That we don't have any automation. We also don't really have room for signals on here at the moment. So that's going to have to come at a later point. So right now it's going to be me manually switching them on and off to send them. But I think it's going to be pretty easy to remember to do because I'm going to be like, where's my Naquitite? And I'm going to be checking constantly on the different haulers. So we're actually going to rename this one to be Naquitite Hauler 1. And then once this is hot enough, I'm going to send it out. And it's just going to start its journey. And I'm actually going to start another third ship. And maybe a fourth ship? Not sure on the fourth ship yet. But I'm going to start another one basically as soon as I possibly can. Obviously, we do need to wait for this to get heated up. But that's just going to start those ships going and coming. And we probably should... maybe I'm just going to do 2 at the moment. Because I don't know what happens if it tries to anchor to the orbit when there's already a ship at that anchor point. Might be some experimenting worth doing there. but I have a funny feeling it might just do nothing. It might just wait until it's open. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. But in any case, it might just do 2 and then start having docking ports, right, where they land. But I think that's kind of more in the future when I can actually automate it, because I can make the ship a bit larger. I need to get a little bit more spaceship integrity before I'm able to do that. But I'm actually really happy with how things have gone so far and what we've figured out how to do, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm very happy with it. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series. We have our Naquitite. We're going to be working on actually processing it next time, so that'll be very fun to do. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all then.